Translate the following expressions that use Boolean operators. We're going from nots and ors to tildes, multiplication symbols, and addition symbols here in these first exercises. So in this case, not A or B translates to tilde A plus B. Here, the not translates to a tilde. The A attaches to it. The and is multiplication. The not B would be represented that way. This could also be rewritten without that multiplication symbol. You could write it that way. Perfectly fine. Here, A, that and is really multiplication. We must preserve the parentheses, and the or is addition. This could also be rewritten simply without the asterisk. Whoops, that should be a plus. And that would be fine as well. Here, A plus not B. Here, the outer parentheses are there. This not attaches itself to this inner set of parentheses. So be careful about that. The and is multiplication. The not B is inside this set of parentheses. And there's another outer set of parentheses that goes with this problem. If you didn't want the star to be there, you could write it this way. That might look strange to you, but it really is A times not B in a set of parentheses with a not in front of that outer set of that inner set of parentheses rather. Here, not A and parentheses A plus B. Without the star, if you wish, it would look like this. Here, not parentheses A and A plus B. Without that star, it would look like this. But these parentheses are crucial because that not applies to these outer parentheses. Here, not A or not B, end of parentheses, plus A and B. You could also rewrite it this way with the A and the B just written next to each other to show multiplication. Do notice that if you were to evaluate this expression with an ordered pair perhaps, this multiplication is first according to the order of operations before this addition. That would be the first step, that would be the second step. If you want to, you could add a set of parentheses there. It wouldn't hurt the translation at all. It would be perfectly fine. Okay, this one's pretty long. Parentheses, whoops, parentheses not A plus B. Two right parentheses here. Multiplication for and, another set of left parenthesis. Oh, I just messed up there. And I just messed up again. Sorry about that. Let's redo that one up to that point. Now this is multiplication. We have a left parenthesis at tilde, another tilde, and two right parentheses. This multiplication, of course, is optional. If you wanted to, you could ignore that and just put this two sets of parentheses next to each other. Here, not A and parentheses, A or B, two right parentheses here, or one outer set of sort of parentheses, not A. You could erase that asterisk, and that asterisk would be optional. In this case, not 3 left parentheses, not A, and not B, and not A, and B. You wouldn't have to use those asterisks. It could look like this, but you have to be careful to not just erase the parentheses. All of these parentheses are required here, especially this outer set of parentheses for that not. I have 4 left parentheses and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 right parentheses. Make sure you don't lose one. You might mess up the expression. Here we have this. Now this and is a star, and it's a multiplication. That and is a multiplication. It's not A and B. Be careful here. If you do choose to take away the asterisks, you would not want to change anything else, especially as far as the parentheses go. Okay, this type of problem here, it's the opposite direction. We're adding, using the ands, ors, and nots instead of these symbols. So that tilde is the word not. That plus is the word or. That tilde is a not, and that not applies to the B. Here we have an outer not. Inside the parentheses we have A. Now this is multiplication. There's really multiplication between A being multiplied with not B. So we need to put the word and there and not B. So that not matches up with the tilde. This and is the fact that, well, they're written next to each other. Here, A, the multiplication is and, the tilde is a not, and the B is just an operand that stays the same. A and, that's multiplication going on in there, but parentheses, not, another set of parentheses, A or B, 2 right parentheses, they should match those two, and that is the translation. A, this is really multiplication there, so it's an and. Not B, or then this not applies to a set of parentheses. Inside the parentheses, it's really multiplication there. So that's really and in the parentheses with a right parenthesis there at the end. I'll change colors here to be clear. This one right here is not A. That's multiplication going on in there. So we need to add the word and. Not B is being multiplied with the not A. Or, this is tricky here, the not is, according to the order of operations, not occurs before and. So this not is really part of the A, or it belongs to the A. Then there's an and B. So do not think of this as this. That is not accurate. That not is with the A. It is not with the A multiplied B product. I could see a lot of students misinterpreting that. Okay, this exercise here, A and that not is applying to a whole set of parentheses where it's a B or not A. Again, that not is applying to this whole thing. De Morgan's law will be involved there if it were to be worked with further. A and the not, again, here is applying to this whole set of parentheses where inside we have a not B or A. This is tricky. Also, not A. Whoops, sorry. Not A. That's really multiplication. Being anded with B or not. Now this set of parentheses, that inner set of parentheses, is like so. And I still have another right parenthesis there to take care of. Over here, not parentheses A or not B. End of parenthesis or not. Now again, like a previous problem up here, I believe it was, that not applies to the A, and then according to our order of operations, we would and the B. We're going to do this problem above it, where I have more room. This not, is that not? Parentheses. A, this is really multiplication, so it's and. Not B. End of parentheses. We have a plus, which is or. A not. Then a set of parentheses, another not. And that not only applies to the A, with multiplication going on in there. So that not binds with that A. This not attaches itself to this whole set of parentheses. Right here, not, parentheses, A, and not B. This is or, B, end of parenthesis. B and not A, or the not, parentheses, another not B, or A in the parentheses. Here, not A or not B, or not A. This is interesting. We have that not, which goes with the A, being multiplied with A not B. So here you easily see that that not, according to order of operations, only goes with the A. It does not, you do not add an extra set of parentheses there. And this one, not parentheses A or not B. Sorry, a little sloppy. That's a not. It's the letter N. Plus, which is or, parentheses, A or B. And finally, parenthesis outside of everything, a not. Another parenthesis, not A, or B, two right parentheses, make sure you count them. Now this is multiplication right in there. So that's really an and. Then we have a left parenthesis. Then we have a not, but that not is applying itself to this whole set. It is not like that not. That not is very different. Whoa, sorry about that. So that not is very different from this not. So we have a not, A plus, which is or, not B. Two right parentheses. Now these are sloppy. These are exercises where there's a combination of symbols and it's not consistent. So I'm just asking that you translate it to this notation. Essentially, the tilde stays the same, but this and, I want you to change it to an asterisk like this. And if you wanted to, you could simply write it this way. You would not write it this way. That is wrong. That in that case, the not is only attaching itself to the A instead of the product of whatever A and B is. Here, that not changes to a not symbol. It's still in front of all of this. If you wanted to, you could think of it in this way with an asterisk in between the A and the not B. Both of those are fine. Not A or not B, that wasn't hard. Only the not changed. And this or changes to a plus. You would just rewrite everything on the either side. Now this is really and or multiplication. So if you wanted to, you could think of it this way. You like using the star. Okay, I hope that helps. Here's one more pan of the answers. If you see any answers that are wrong, please contact me. Here they are. One last look. And goodbye.